All right, so here's my very short set of hints about the final exam. Um, Here's what you can expect. So the final exam from section 4.2, that's a calculator problem. So it would be modeled after that section. I think that was finding turning points and zeros maybe. Okay, so it'll be one of those questions. 4.3, nothing, we skip that. 4.4, that's where you're given the zeros and you have to find a polynomial with those given zeros. So one question there. 4.5, finding the asymptotes. Again, just modeling that test question after your homework problems. 5.1, you have to find the inverse of a function and find the domain and range as well. Again, just like your assignment. 5.2, we skipped that. 5.3, we skipped that. 5.4, so there'll be two questions from that. I always put two questions from section 5.4. So that's one where you're expanding the log expression. That would be where you're making it a longer expression with plus, minus, all that stuff. Use the power rule, quotient rule. And then one question where you're making it shorter, where you're combining the log expressions into one shorter one. 5.5 is, again, there's going to be two questions, one solving an exponential equation, one solving a log equation, okay? And then 5.6 is one of those word problems, exponential growth or decay. So if that gets added up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, that's about 8 problems. That's about half the test right there. Okay, so I usually say like half the test is new stuff, and then about half the test will be old stuff. So maybe another calculator problem. Okay, definitely going to be some functions. I can guarantee you that, where I'll give you f of x, g of x, something like that, and ask you to evaluate a function or do a composite function, add, subtract, multiply, find the domain of functions, all that stuff. That would be a multi-part problem, like A through E or something like that. So if you haven't gotten the function stuff figured out, I would make sure to do that before the final. I always put this on there, find the equation of a line. There'll be some random solving equations or inequalities. I can't guarantee you which ones, but I pretty much always put a quadratic on there where you have to do the quadratic formula, and then whatever other random ones I choose. We've done so many. And then maybe an old word problem or two. Okay, so just keep in mind the final. I usually go for 100 points exactly. Okay, the final is usually worth 100 points, and you will be given this exam as sort of a take-home, so you'll have plenty of time to work on it, and it's basically open notes. Okay, so I hope that helps, but you can let me know if you have any questions about that.